Good evening, everyone.
Howdy.
I am Jed. How are you? So, unfortunately, Laura can't make it, and I've just had a message from Tracy. She don't think she's going to make it either, so it's just me. But she says she's going to try everything to get here. So it's yes. So at the moment, as far as I know, his team were playing on telly, Amjad, so yeah, I had to forego Monday night.
She ain't got a choice when players are on telly.
Yeah, so I'm doing Wednesday instead, so I'll be live tomorrow as well. So yeah, and they won actually. So yeah, so I mean, this what we're making tonight, as the title suggests, it's a classic Yule log. So I've never ever attempted. Well, it's basically it's called. I'm just right. It's like a chocolate Swiss roll, and I've never ever attempted one before. So if I cock up along the way, you'll have to bear with me. So yeah, I've watched tons of videos on it, on exactly how to do the rolling bit. The magic to it is, as soon as it comes out the oven, you put it on your cooling rack, and then you put it on some greaseproof paper. Thank you, Mr. P. Yeah, you put it on greaseproof paper and you roll it while it's higher your nose, bro. So yeah, you roll it on some greaseproof paper while it's still warm, and it says here, this creates a memory in the sponge, reducing any cracks. So everybody keep your fingers crossed that it all goes to plan. So basically, once it's like cooled down and it's rolled up, you then unroll it and put your cream in. So that's the idea. Whether or not it goes to plan, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just finishing my coffee off. We'll give Tracy a couple of minutes just to see whether or not she got something worked out. Without Christmas shopping, I think she said. So yeah, I'll just put that over there. I have to wait. So yeah, so it's a first, entirely first, because I've always sort of thought to myself, well, how does it not crack? And I got visions of sort of rolling it up and it all going to pot, but we'll see how we go. Ooh, pardon me. I'm just drinking one of Bella's daughter's hot chocolate biscoff bomb things, hot chocolate bomb, yeah. So yeah, it says, what does it say? A 22 by 32 inch pan. So I've got the pan lined already. I've got all my ingredients. I've got some spare, greaseproof paper. I've got the scissors as well. Think of everything, you see. So right, I've got all my things here. Look, all my the bits and bobs. I put them over there out of the way. So yeah, what we're going to say, I forgot now. So this 6 in, do you think I ought to make a start?
I would.
Yeah, it's all right. Chris has just said I would. It does only take like 12 minutes in oven, so it's quite a quick. The sponge bit is quite a quick, you know. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to make a start now. If Tracy comes in the meantime, I'll wait for it to catch up or something. So I'm just going to switch my camera over. I do know that somebody else is live, so I bet Park Meston Lee's on that stream. Scotty goes live on a Tuesday. Yeah. So anyway, we'll make a start. So we've got 3 eggs. So that's them going in there. And to this, you need 85 grams of caster sugar. Now, funnily enough, this sponge ain't got no butter in it. So yeah, so you avert your ears if you've got sensitive hearing, because this does make a racket. So you've got to whisk this for about 5 minutes till it's light and fluffy. So here goes. And then mixer ain't working. Why is that not working? Laurie couldn't make it. She's had a few things going on, and Tracy sort of, yeah, messaged me and said they'd been Christmas shopping and couldn't make it. So she did say she'd try, but anyway, so I'll carry on with it. So yeah, so I don't know whether you can see that. It's like a... Hi, Johnny. Oh. Do you want me... Hi, Kevin. Do you want me to hang on for her, Johnny? Yeah, Merry Christmas to you.
I don't care.
I'll just fold my sponge mix together. I'm a lady. How are you? So yes, to this you need 85 grams of plain flour. I know it don't sound a lot, but when you think about it.
Okay, mate, you carry on.
Okie dokie then, Johnny. And 60 grams of cocoa powder.
Oh, you needed your little sip thing.
I've got it.
Oh. There you go. Tea strainer.
Yeah. Well, you call it a tea strainer. It's a sieve, actually. small sieve. And also to this you want half a teaspoon of baking powder. And now we're going to sift this into the egg mixture. I might actually need you to wash this out for me. Right, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat and everything, and yeah, Krista says just said, yeah. So I'll just put that there for now. So it says gently fold through your egg and sugar mixture. Try not to overmix, as you will knock all the air out of your mixture. My fault, really. I wasn't in the mood. Oh, okie dokie then, Johnny. Don't worry about it. So basically, you just fold this into the egg mixture. I'm not blaming anybody, Johnny. It's just one of them things. It's I mean, Laura's got a few things going off at home, so she couldn't make it either. So you know, as the saying goes, you carry on regardless. Yeah, don't sweat about it, Johnny. So right, I'm just trying to make sure that it's all mixed in. That's still bits and bobs of cocoa powder floating about. I want it to get mixed in as much as possible. Good job. Oh dear. So yeah, we're hoping, bro, that this all goes to plan. It's something that I've never ever attempted before. Right, so we're going on to, so that's only cocoa in. We'll put this in tin now, and it is quite a thick mixture. So
the cake batter looks like chocolate ganache.
The cake batter, yeah, it's funny thing is, Amjad, it's a sponge, but I haven't used any butter in it, if that makes sense.
Oh dear.
What?
Especially the black sheep.
Oh well, welcome to Club Johnny. I used to be black sheep at family as well. But I look at it this way: it's their loss, not yours. You know, I think you find a lot of time the kinder you are, the more people tend to stand on you. That's just from my experience. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to try and make this spread. It is quite a thick, gloopy batter. So I think that's probably, we're not having any butter in it. So it is quite thick. But when you think about it, the sponge has got to be very pliable. So, because like you're rolling it up, unrolling it, and then rolling it back up. I will, though not welcome. Yeah, it does hurt, Johnny. But you've got to look at it this way. Your integrity is intact. And it's their loss. You know what I mean? You've got a lovely wife. You've got a lovely little gal. You know what I mean? It works both ways. It's their loss. So, but I mean, as everybody knows, I lost my mum like nearly 5 years ago, and both me and my sister were there when she passed. Kept saying, "Oh, we're not going to lose touch, blah blah blah." But she, yeah, she moved and didn't tell me she was moving. So I don't even know where she lives now. So, but same as I've said to Chris, because it was her birthday last Saturday, and Chris had wrote on his timeline. I says, I'm not, because she didn't write on mine. So, anyway, that looks well nice, Jeanette. It will do once I've sort of, it's been in oven, and the nervous bit for me is when I roll it. That's the nervous bit, because I've never ever done anything like this before at all. And sort of you've got to roll it and then unroll it to put filling in. So that's going to be where the nerves come in. You know, when it as they say, the proof is in the pudding. We'll see what happens. But it's but as well as I look at it this way, Johnny, you've got a lot of friends, and you've got a lot of good friends. I know it hurts, you know, your family not sort of, but, and as the saying goes, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. But never yeah, not to worry. I mean, Laurie also said she wanted to do it. She says she's always wanted to make one of these, but it's like everything else. It's Christmas. You know, things go off with families, and you know, I mean, I don't know whether you can see over my shoulder. That's only Christmas. Yeah, with sorry, excuse for a Christmas tree. That's all we've got up. What we, you know, Chris's mum not being here. How can I say it? She was the glue that held the family together. So I'm hoping this all comes out even, because it is quite gloopy, thick stuff. I mean, when you think about it, it's not meant to rise a lot. But we'll see how it comes out. Plus, it's done Hiya, Food Forest. How are you? Yeah, same to you. Happy Christmas. So I'm just taking my time trying to get it in all corners, and so it's like symmetrical. And don't say that's a big word for a Tuesday night.
That's a big word for a Tuesday night.
Well, you've got to try and get it all even, if that makes any sense. So yeah, this is the biggest part of it, is trying to get it to fill the tin when it's a thick gloopy mixture.
Sitting with Mrs. Sarah watching your good self with
What more could I ask? Yeah. Well, this is it. But yeah, I thought, well, you can't get any more Christmassy than a Yule log. Something that I've never ever attempted before. So this is a first for me. I've sort of done my research into it, and you know, how to roll to do how to roll it properly. You know, I mean, if there's one thing I do, it's like when I'm going to make something, I always do my research, and you know, this is.
So they did one at school and he's didn't.
Oh, won't come over here and roll this one then, Johnny? Because Callum asked me earlier on. Callum asked me, he says, what is a Yule log? And I says, well, short and sweet version, Callum. I says, it's like a chocolate Swiss roll. I says, but you cover it in buttercream. So that was the shortened version. Yeah, if you look on YouTube, Johnny, there's several versions of how to roll it. You can, yeah, tea towels is one of them, but knowing my luck, I'd roll it in a tea towel and then tea towel get all stuck to it. I'd sooner have greaseproof paper stuck to it than, you know, be eating a Yule log with parts of a tea towel stuck to it. Oh. You know, process he hears it every morning in Penise. Yeah. I used to do Swiss roll in food tech in high school them days. Oh yeah. But yeah, so I have looked into it. I have done my research, and it's sort of, you can either do it with greaseproof paper or a tea towel. Well, I've opted for greaseproof paper one. So I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm just trying to smooth it out, that's all. Because there's like a lump in the middle, if that makes sense. You've got to try and even it out. So you've not got a Swiss roll with a ump.
Lumpy roll.
Yeah, you don't want a lumpy roll, no. Can't quite get that into the corner. Oh well. Yeah. Right, I think that's about it, guys. It's as good as I'm going to get it, put it that way. So yeah, so that's it in the tin. This now goes in oven. It says between 10 and 12 minutes, so I'll put my timer on for 12 minutes. There you go then, Mr. P. And just swap my camera around and do a chit chat while we're waiting. So yeah, so that goes in oven, and the next bit is going to be fun. Yeah, hang on a minute, I've got to find my phone. So yeah, hang on. Right. So yeah, so the next part is going to be fun. That's the fun bit, is going to be actually getting it out at tin and getting it. My Bluetooth decided to connect in my dad's car. My dad just texted me, "What are you listening to?" I'm back on my head. I can just imagine your dad going down road, I'm chatting and thinking, what the heck's he listening to? Oh dear. So yeah, that gave me a little bit of a laugh. Right, I've got 3 bowls here because obviously the next bit is like putting cream and everything together, and then I need another bowl for buttercream. Oh dear, that were funny, Amjad. Oh dear. Do you want these? Oh, it don't matter. So yeah, so this next part's going to be fun. I'll just show you my decorations because, oh sugar, it does say to use fondant. Just about, my lady, just about. So it does say to cut like leaves and berries out in fondant, but I thought, oh, I'm not messing about with that. I've actually got, I'll just turn my camera around. I don't know whether you can see, but that is like some leaves and berries. That is some like sprinkles and the berries and leaves. But I've also got some like small smarty things. I think they're called chocolate beans or coke. I don't coke. Anyway, they're like little smarties. Oh, it's because he's just come back from his friend's house. So yeah, so they the 2 decorations. You know, I've cheated because I've gone for the already, you know, the leaves and the berries, and then them make it look a bit. And but as well is it says to cut. Hang on a minute. It does say to cut a piece off at an angle to make it look like a branch, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave mine all intact, and you know, not faffing about cutting it. So it does make it easier to actually do the buttercream if you leave it all in one piece. So that is the reason behind that. I'm just going to leave it all in one piece, and yeah, it's easier to decorate with the buttercream. Hiya, Jamie, how are you? So the actual Yule log is in the oven at the moment, so we're just waiting for that to come out the oven, and then the fun begins. Because I've never ever made a Swiss roll, a Yule log, so this is the first time. So if it all goes belly up, have a laugh on me, if you know what I mean. But touch wood, I'm hoping everything goes all right. The wonderful world of YouTube has enlightened me. You know, I've watched tons and tons of videos. Some use tea towel to wrap it up, some use greaseproof paper. Can you imagine me coming through in your dad's car? Oh dear. There's this funny woman laughing a lot. Oh dear. But yeah, it's a first for me, let's just say. And I'm hoping that everything goes all right. But I can't be doing sort of before, you know, faffing about cutting a piece off at an angle. It says 5 centimeters and cut, blah 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 blah. And I thought, no, it's just as good. I'm just going to leave it intact. A whole Yule log. It's easier to. I have got some. I have got some different shape and size cake boards. I've got a square one. I've got a thin round one, and I've also got like quite a thick round one. So I've yet to decide which one to use. So I says to Chris, I says I'll decide at last minute which one I'm going to use, depending on how it turns out. So yeah, so I've got me cooling rack as well. That's an hand. So my dad will think it's a podcast. Now we'll probably think it's some mad woman's escape from asylum, Amjad. So and while I think about it, I'm just gonna put, because see my mixer, this is an attachment for my mixer, like a whisk. So the next thing on the agenda is, once it's rolled and everything for the first time, you whisk the cream up. So I'm just going to pop that in there now. So that's that attached. So yeah. Yeah, there's just them small pots there, but I'm not reaching across for them. So it's just got about, well, just under 4 minutes, and it'll be ready. Yeah, cake's in oven, Ruby. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, I've got like 2 lots of different sprinkles. I'm not going to make the light leaves out of fondant. It's too much faffing. I have got the fondant, and I could like just pop some colour to it, but I'm not. I've just got some leaves and berry sprinkles, and I've also got like some chocolate bean type of things. And then, well, before I put the beans and whatever on, I'm going to give it a dusting of icing sugar. but I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to leave it as is. It's easier for, you know, to basically to no, it's going to be easier putting the buttercream on rather than faffing about round trying to go around the log and everything. If I just leave it in one whole log, then it's going to be easy to put the buttercream on. So so yeah, so that's the plan. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, and I want everybody to keep their fingers crossed that everything goes to plan and it rolls up good. So we're just keeping fingers and toes and everything crossed that you know, it all goes to plan. I've been watching YouTube videos on different techniques. You know, some people use tea towels. I'm going to use greaseproof paper. Oh, you used ganache, did you? Well, this calls for like chocolate buttercream. So, oh, hi, Auntie Pickering, how are you? Yeah, the cake's in. Hi, Kate, how are you? So, yeah, the cake is in the oven at the moment. It's not supposed to rise very much, obviously, because you've got to roll it and everything. So,
I don't care. I do like AP.
So yeah, so we're just waiting. We've got just over a minute left, and it'll be coming out of the oven. And then sort of going to, while we're waiting for it to cool down, you know, I'm going to roll it. The thing is, you have to roll it while it's still warm. It's supposed to cut down on the cracking, and it gives this sponge like memory. So when you unroll it, put the cream on and roll it back up, you know, that's the plan. It shouldn't crack. So, but you know what they say about all about best laid plans and everything.
You'll be right, girl.
Yeah, I'm just a bit like nervous. It all going to pot. You know what I mean? It's like, there you go. I've done cookies and I've done cakes and I've never had a problem, but this is a first for me.
Oh, right, you'll have to look at Biscuit's nose.
Why, what's he got on it under his nose?
Pastry.
Oh. Hi, Lee, how are you? So you've just come in at right time, Lee, because the cake is just coming out the oven. So it looks a bit bubbly to me.
It's supposed to be bubbly.
Yeah. Oh, it is done. But I envisaged it coming out smooth. It's always like that with Swiss rolls. What, like bubbles on top? Well, it's cooked. That, you know, I can tell you it's cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run my palette knife around the edges of it. Oh, got my arm on tin then. So it comes out in one piece. But I've just been saying, Ruby, this is the very first time I've ever made one in my life. Never made one of these before. So I've just looks like a brownie. It does a bit actually, Amjad, but I'm hoping that they like smooth out a bit. It says with intrepidation. So I'm just gonna cut another a piece of greaseproof paper off. Oops, I don't know what that is. I've knocked over. Anyway, so do you think I ought to let it cool down a bit? Yeah, Kate says you can do it.
I let it cool down because it might be a bit better when it's cool.
So yeah, so I'm just going to leave it to cool for a minute because the tin is absolutely red hot. But when you think about it, that bubbly bit will go on underneath, if that makes sense. And you'll not see it anyway once it's covered in buttercream. So yeah. I got visions of it sort of just coming out like a smooth sponge, but you know, it is cooked because, yeah. Anyway, can you get me a tea towel, baby? Hey?
That one off the chair up there.
No. So I'm gonna try this. See if I can. But I'm gonna need a tea towel. I take it out by way of the parchment paper. Oh, right. I get what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean. Ooh, A4. The brother's got a new car.
What?
Amjad's brother's got a new car.
What?
A4, Audi A4.
Ooh, very nice.
So, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pop that under my laptop. I'm going to switch camera around. As you can see, I've sort of weighted it down a bit. I've got my mouse on it, and I think I'm going to do what Ruby says, and yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over. Oh, that's that. So underneath's all smooth and everything. What we're going to do, I'm just going to pop that down on the floor out of way. Now I'm going to try and roll this without dropping it on the floor. So you see, the ones that I've seen, Ruby, have either rolled it in a tea towel or rolled it in keep paper on both sides, or else it will stick. I think I can feel a crack in it already. It has, it's broke into pieces. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, it's all broke up. No, it's not going well, Johnny. It's all gone to pot. It's all broke up. That's not supposed to happen. Should I have another go at baking it, or? What do you think I ought to do, guys? Because it's like broke up into pieces. Should I have another go at baking it again? No, what they say about best laid plans and everything. Well, this definitely didn't work because it's broke into pieces, look. So if anybody wants to offer any advice what I should do, should I start from scratch and I'd rebake it, yeah.
You can fill it to roll it back in together.
But it's a bit like, it's not got that, it feels like yeah, it's not got the spring in it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I got visions, be it coming out bubbly like that, that's what it were going to do. And as soon as I tried use product, it looks good. But how do I do that? I've got to spread this with cream. So how can I roll it? So yeah, you know what I mean? It's not. Use this cake and stack it in layers. Get what you mean? Yeah.
It's like a sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going that way.
Yeah. Well, it has sort of broke into portions. You know, Rose is saying, yeah, try it again. Ruby's come up with a good idea. Do the cream bit, but stack it in layers, like, you know, like that. On top of, I used 3 eggs, Ruby. So to stack it like that, sort of thing, yeah. I think I'll do that for now. I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm going to. I miss Chick.
I know this Chick.
So yeah, so yeah, I'm just going to put that to one side while I whip cream, and I'm just going to stack it one on top of other. I'm still going to do the buttercream. I'll probably try it again tomorrow while we're not on a live stream, but yeah, I just wanted everybody's opinion. Should I start again, or? But that's a good idea by Ruby, stacking it. So yeah. Get sculpting. But you not know once it's hi Dr. Smith, you not know once it's covered in cream and whatever. So yeah, so this next bit is like the filling of sorts. So yeah, so we're doing. Oh, I'll spit at me then. Yeah. So this is 200. Well, it's 300 grams actually. A double cream. So we'll see how this goes. We'll do the stacking method like Ruby. It'd be a square log instead of a round one. Oh dear. But yeah, when cameras is not rolling, I'll have another go tomorrow. See if I can come up with yeah. Chris has just had a good idea. He says we can do it as a vlog. So yeah, into this, we need 100 grams of icing sugar. Hiya, Tony. We've had a bit of a mishap. This is my first time making it, but it's all cracked and broke into pieces. So what we're going to do is a change of plan. We're going to make it not a log but a stack of lumber. That one's a good one, Ruby.
I like that one.
So yeah, so once this is all thickened up, we're going to start sort of doing a stack, same as what Ruby says, and then once it's covered in buttercream, you're not notice. She says. So I'm just going to whip this up. Okie dokie then, Ruby. She says, text or call me and I'll help you get a better recipe. So, Chris has just come up with a good idea to do it as a vlog. So what I'm going to do now is as Ruby advised me, just stack it. So it's going to be a pile of lumber. Oh dear. But yeah, I'll do it as a vlog, same as Chris said. And if Ruby does send me a better recipe, yeah, I've never ever attempted one, Tony, and obviously tonight's the reason why. Didn't go to plan, just broke up into pieces. But you see, the funny thing is, this is a Dr. Oetker recipe, but it didn't have any butter in the sponge. Now I'm wondering if that's why it's sort of turned out a little bit on hard side.
It's 6 feet 3 inches out of Yule Log, but some imported. Tony's never had a Yule Log, but he's had the Christmas cake.
Oh. I was a little bit nervous, Tony, and with reason, because it didn't turn out. So yeah, so we're just gonna stack it. So yeah, I'm going to pour another layer of cream. Same as Chris said, he'll still eat it. Whether it's in shape of a log or a plank of wood, in this case.
I'll taste it for you, Tony.
I
wish I were there to taste it.
Well, not on this particular occasion because of it's like cardboard.
Oh, no, big.
But hey ho. Isn't it funny how they've all come out symmetrical and in like yeah, except for that last one. Hey ho. Callum, I ain't seen Callum in. Callum's upstairs, Tony. Well, I were going to start it again, Tony, because it just all broke up when I tried to roll it. I knew it had because I felt it cracking. So yeah, I mean, it not look. I suppose it not look. It not look too bad once this some buttercream on it. Lots of things, Tony. The list is the list is endless.
Everything that we can't afford, Tony. What does Callum wish for this Christmas?
So that's the last bit going on. I don't think that.
Hey, Laura's in.
Hi, Laurie. We've had a bit of a mishap, Laurie. It all broke up, so we're trying. I was going to make it again, but Ruby suggested, yeah, it just cracked and broke. Laura suggested stacking it. It was Ruby's idea, you know, bro. So yeah, I'm just gonna. So we're doing a Yule stack. So I am going to do it again, Laurie, but I'm going to. Ruby's going to send me another recipe, a better one. It looks good anyway.
The lady, I think.
Chris, no, it weren't. I'd eat it with strong coffee. So yeah, so it looks good anyway. But what I'm going to do, Laurie, Ruby says she's going to send me another recipe, and I'm going to do it as a vlog. You're the builder. Hey, I'd be good as a builder, don't you think? Can you do my beaters for me? So yeah, so let's see. That's the thing stacked anyway. I'm just going to sort of scrape these bits, the beaters, but I want that chocolate melting as well.
Yeah, where are they?
They're in that bowl, in that.
Oh, I've washed them already.
Do you know you can't get stuff nowadays? So yeah, I'm just smoothing that out, so it's easier to. I'd eat it as is. I think Chris would as well. And hence the reason why I was nervous about doing it. For that exact reason.
Well, you followed the recipe to the letter, didn't you?
I have. The same as Chris
Followed
says,
it to the letter.
you've followed the recipe to the letter.
It's not your fault that their recipe is a bag of doodah.
But the thing is, it's a Dr. Oetker recipe. And when I was looking at the recipe, it's only got 80 grams of plain, well, 85 grams of plain flour, caster sugar, 3 eggs, but no butter. And I thought, yeah, how can you make a sponge without no butter? So it's back to the drawing board. I mean, I did this exactly. I tried making a red velvet cake and it didn't turn out. So if anybody knows anything about me, it's back to the drawing board. I'm determined. I'm gonna crack it. You know what I mean? I'll not let things defeat me. So yeah. So that's the plan. Chris is going to. Yeah. It's not turned out as planned, Tracy. It just like broke up. But we've sort of improvised and we've done a stack instead of here, Tracy, I'll show it you. Look, we've done a stack instead because it just broke up. So Ruby had the brilliant idea of it were only in for 10 minutes. So, you know, you can't really sort of bake it any less. Ruby's going to send me a recipe anyway. Hi Ian, how are you? So yeah, so Ruby's going to send me a recipe and I'm going to make it again. It's just a case of going back to the drawing board. If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And I'm one of these. I not let anything defeat me. Ian says that Jeanette is better watched in bed. Why is that, Ian? So yeah, so it didn't turn out as planned, but we thought, hey, we'll carry on regardless. We'll do a stack instead of you know. Chris is just melting milk chocolate, so you need you're putting me off now. 175 grams of dark chocolate, 250 grams of icing sugar, cocoa, butter, and vanilla extract. So this is the buttercream part of it. What could possibly go wrong? but yeah, I'll have a quick start on internet, as Ian says. Oh dear. Ian told, you know, his brothers were going to bed and he says he's caught me here. I didn't use any butter in the sponge mix actually, Miss Chick. So it's back to the drawing board anyway. I'll look for another recipe, and you know, I want to make like my mince pies and everything tomorrow. So it may be Thursday. I don't know. So it says you melt your chocolate Once melted, leave to one side to cool slightly. So you've got to beat your butter until light and glossy. So that's what we're going to do now. It says, yo, man, ain't back. You know, bro says, yep, I didn't catch you. We frequent good spots, eh? So this is your unsalted butter. 125 grams, I think. So we've just got to beat this till it's till light and glossy, and then add icing sugar and cocoa powder. Johnny says, I am a channel hopper on my PC. I'm that guy as well tonight, Johnny 5. Thank you, Laurie. She said Merry Christmas to everyone. I need chocolate now. So if you were wondering what that noise is, this particular mixer, it's got a golden switch there, and it's don't melt it, but it makes it easier and get like this because it's called heat soft technology, and it makes fluffier results. So that is the butter. It is. Tell you what, Johnny, I highly recommend it because that's the golden button look, and it basically softens the butter as you're mixing it if you like using proper butter. So yeah, so I've got a magic weapon, you see. But yeah, they've actually come down in price since Chris bought me that. Was it last Christmas?
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris bought me that last Christmas because I'd seen it advertised and thought, ooh, and it's a Breville as well. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna put that over there, and you need 250 grams of icing sugar. No, they're about 37 quid actually, Johnny. I think they're about 37.99 on Amazon. No, you don't need to sit down. But anyway, so this is 60 grams of cocoa powder. But I tell you something, Johnny, it's one of the best mixers I've ever had. Yeah, it's about $37.99. I think when Chris bought me that, they were about $49.99. So they've actually come down in price. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this. Sorry about the. Let Johnny treat you. She says I might treat myself. But it comes with, Tracy, it comes with a whiskey thing and dough hooks as well. So it's not too bad for price. So
Tracy don't like apricot. No, sorry, don't like it. Well, Tracy.
It's been in ages.
Man, I'll be busy.
So yeah, so here's why you should sift it. Got some bits at the bottom of it. Johnny Five's clad. That's the only problem when you're using icing sugar. You know, you get what they call a dust cloud. So into this, you need what it does. It just say, tried another. Oh, open some tins of fruit, and I don't like. Oh, so yeah. So this is a tablespoon of vanilla. See, this is Dr. Oetker Madagascan vanilla, and I love it. It's nice, thick, and it's all right buying supermarket's own brand, but it's very, very thin. So I'm just going to give that a quick mix now. Hi, Gordo. No, she'd been Christmas shopping and I'd had a chance to go and get some cream. So yeah, so that's that. But to this, trying to show you, you've got to add your melted dark chocolate now. So I'm just going to, now this makes your buttercream nice and glossy. Well, it's supposed to anyway, but. So this is 175 grams of dark chocolate. I see. Never mind. What? So yeah. So we've had a bit of a mishap, Gordo. When I was trying to roll this thing, it all broke up. So we've stacked it instead of rolling it. So yeah. So we've I were going to make it again, but actually I think it were Ruby, says stack it instead of that. That's how what we've ended up with. A stack rather than a roll. But they'll be all right once. Be all right once the buttercream's on it. So what we're actually going to do is, Ruby says she's going to send me another recipe, and yeah, Chris is going to film it as a vlog. So yeah, so I'm just going to, I didn't turn my camera around. Uh-oh. So yeah, so it's more of a stack than a log. But hey ho, we carry on regardless. So yeah, so that's the buttercream. So we're going to start. Well, start at top, eh? Do you know something? I wished I'd have been a plasterer. I should have been a plasterer.
I get 80 for you. I'm 80 the plasterer, he'll do it for you.
Quite capable of doing it myself, thank you. You do know something, it's not going on too badly. Wakey!
Wakey, wakey, eyes are shine!
Nice film. Great film, what? Well, you've been watching a film, have you? So yeah, well, we had a little bit of a catastrophe. But seems to be going all right, as is. See, when it's covered in buttercream, you're not no difference. See, good thing about this buttercream is it's a nice consistency. It's easy to spread. It's just a very tall Christmas Yule log. Did you like that one? Yeah.
Well, I'm not big though.
It's about 4 stories high, this Yule log.
Beetroot buttercream.
No. What it means is we've got, only time we buy beetroot and pickled onions is at Christmas. And you've got a big jar. Hello to those just tuned in. Thank you, Tony. So yeah, I mean, do you know something? Do you know something? I should have been a plasterer. I know I have. I'm just trying to get all sides done before I put the finishing touches. Oh, look at him saying, I know I've missed a bit. You know, thank you, you know, bro. Thank you for everybody having faith in me and not buggering off when it all went pear-shaped. Yeah, but you wouldn't know under that it's stacked and not rolled, except it's a big Yule log. Good job I weren't cutting a piece off anyway, innit? But you know, another tip of the trade is when you're doing buttercream, if you're having trouble getting it to stick, you get a glass of warm water, and before each application you dip it in the water. I think I lost my calling when I went baking. I should have been a plasterer. Yeah, Mystic says it looks like a proper Yule log. But that's where I said you wouldn't know the difference once you've put your buttercream and everything on. It's just a bit taller than a normal Yule log. it's a stacked Yule log. But I will. I mean, Chris will tell you I don't let things beat me. So I'll try again, but I'll do it instead of doing it on the live. I'll do it on a as a video instead of a. Tony says it looks very tasty.
I'll let you know, Tony. Rub it in.
You know, bro says it looks the right professional job, no joke.
Could have done two small ones, and then you can could have half, and then I could have the half.
I should have been a plasterer, you know, bro. I know, yeah. I'm just trying to get these end bits and everything done, and then I'm gonna put finishing touches, if you know what I mean. I know this I can't get right. Trying to get it all covered. Thank you, Johnny.
I'm sure advice of that company is to remember
Oh dear. It's like when you bake, you have to be a jack of all trades. Plastering must have been one of mine. Oh dear. Ooh. So if anybody wants any plastering done, you know where to find me. I'll do it if the mates rates.
cakes rates.
Not exactly how I wanted it to pan out, Tracy, but as an added bonus, you'll get a vlog as well. Ruby says she's going to send me a different recipe. So that I'm just trying to fill out put spaces in. I think that's about it, don't you? Can you see any? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Tracy. I have got a fork here somewhere. Oops, my thing's on the floor. I'm going to wipe my hands because I have got. Yeah, that's Tracy and Gordo said they're going to use a fork. I have got a fork for that sole purpose. So I'll just gain it a bit of a. So yeah, I have got a fork. Look, it is like a bit like Leaning Tower of Pisa at the moment. Hiya, Gorse, how are you? So yeah, so if you want a proper bark effect, it says to use a fork. So that's what I'm gonna use. Sorry if I'm not watching the chat, guys. I'm just trying to. Wicked. Hey. Thank you, Ruby. Apart from the catastrophe of it not rolling.
Well, anybody just tuning in now, they won't know that we're all broke up. Bloody hell, that's a big one.
Oh, looks good. Miss Chick, thank you, Miss Chick. Do appreciate it. So yeah, I've just got this end bit to do. Thank you, Laurie. As Bart Simpson would say, awesome. So yeah, so I think that's sod off. Yeah, well, it's not bad to say it's my first time, Ruby. She says she's made a few that's broke, so I'm just gonna. Oops. What's the swivel thing? Oh, me. Yeah.
Now eating it till next person. You've got no chance, Gordo. That's getting it tomorrow.
I'm going to have another attempt, Gordo, because this one didn't go to plan.
That is getting bold.
But you know what I'm like? I'm a perfectionist, Tracy, and if things don't go to plan, I get disappointed. But Chris is going to, well, Ruby says she's going to send me a recipe. And if she said, same as she says, you know, if at first you don't succeed, won't surprise me if you don't go up at middle at night, Tony.
Wouldn't surprise me if I don't cut it while they live on stream.
No, you're not.
I'll wait till you get a cut off then. Chris will be waiting until a day maybe less to eat it, everybody. He's just going to get it. You're not kidding.
Sometimes they don't even wait till next morning. like the Fraggypan mince pies last week. It couldn't bear to wait. So yeah, so I think that's good one, I'm glad. So yeah, so I've got these like
social distance queuing.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I ought to put these on before I put icing sugar on. Thank you, Kate. You're all too kind. Laura didn't make the mincemeat pies because she weren't too. She didn't know whether she'd like them or not. But yeah. Oh man, I gone next day. Biscuit says they're coming caroling, but it's singing for a piece of cake. If at first you don't succeed, stop buying Trill.
I'll be around in 4 hours. Okay, Bill, go by the time you get here.
They were very nice. They were very nice, Laurie. Crazy, I'm glad.
Caroline, but it will be really singing for cake.
I'm just popping a few of these. You've got me fast, Tony, to get here before Chris. What is it, 25 to 11 already? These is a bit like mini Smarties, by the way. I just thought it'd give it a bit of colour. Stick a few of these on. Laughing at Chris. He's got it kitchen and got a bowl and a spoon. Oh dear. That's how eager he is to taste it. Tracy's put lol. Yeah, very rarely. Laurie's put ha ha. Tell you.
I'll just quickly take it.
Yeah. I don't think that'll happen, Amjad.
What's that?
Because I could just imagine Mary Berry and Nigella Lawson knocking on the door. They'd probably be saying, "What the heck's that supposed to be?" Kate. Yeah, thank you, Johnny. Well, it's made a good job out of a bad, if you know what I mean. Just sticking a few of these smarty things on. Best about it though, biscuit, when I go in, like, do some baking in kitchen, biscuits there, hoping to get, and you know, any leftovers. So there you go, guys. Just twirl it round for you. I know I ain't done it, put any on end. Hi, Scrappy Irish, how are you? So yeah, I haven't put any on end. See you in a bit. It's alright, Chris is just taking dog for a walk. So I'm just sticking a few of these leaves and whatnot on end. The ends look a little bit bare. Oh dear. So yeah, stick a few of these in willy-nilly, because I've managed to concentrate on top and bottoms, and I've not put nothing on sides, on ends. So I have actually got like a turntable thing, and I could put it on top of a turntable and give you a whiz round and let me show it from all angles. But hey ho. So that is a good job out of a bad one, really. So thank you very much, Tony. I do appreciate it. So I'll probably call it when Chris does the how long will it keep for. I think probably in a container to probably keep about a week, Kate. But yeah, I'll probably call the vlog, Yule Log Part 2 or something like that. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, so I mean, it did the turntable. Do you get decent tunes out of it? Oh dear. No. It's a cake turntable actually. It's like a big plastic thing, and you can turn thing and it twirls around, and thank you, Kate. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate everybody saying lovely words, but you know me, I'm disappointed that it didn't all go to plan, let's just say. But yeah, it's 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 a good job out of a bad job, if you know what I mean. So I hope you've all enjoyed it, guys. Don't forget, hit thumbs up. I will probably attempt it probably Thursday. Chris will film it, he'll do it as a vlog, and it'll be Yule Log Part 2. So I'll just I do appreciate your very kind words. You know, it's one of these things where, you know, if it goes wrong, it goes terribly wrong, and in this case, it did. But you know, same as Chris says, he'll eat it. It's just a case of we've had to improvise a bit. We've had to put it as a stack, not a roll. And yeah, Chris, it'll still eat it. Just put it in the fridge now and let it set a little bit. And you know, I'm glad you've all enjoyed it. I do appreciate every single one of you. I wanted to attempt it because I've never done it before, and obviously it didn't turn out how I wanted. But I'm one of these that if at first you don't succeed, you try and try again. So, you know, watch this space, and I'll have another go, and hopefully this time it all works out. So thank you for your kind words, everybody, and I'm just not disappointed, but Laurie wanted to be here but couldn't, and Tracy wanted to be here and couldn't. So thank you, Wakey. I do appreciate it. It's just one of them things. I thought it was quite a reliable recipe. It's Dr. Oetker. But I did have my reservations because in the actual sponge, there weren't any butter or margarine. So that's sort of where my reservations come in initially. So yeah. So Ruby says she's going to. I do appreciate everybody being, you know. Thank you, Laurie. See you later. Yeah. I mean, had this have been in early days, I'd have been sort of in a flat because it all went, you know, Pete Tong. But yeah, I recovered it and I've carried on. So it's look out for part 2. That's all I can say. So I'm gonna say cheerio, everybody. And so yeah, I just had to take care of some business. I think it was a bot. But anyway, thank you for your all. Yeah. You know, I'll try it again till I do succeed. So thank you all for watching, and I took dog wakey. So I'll see you all later, guys. I will be on Christmas Eve on Friday. Well, I'll be on again tomorrow because Chris will watch it football yesterday. So I've had to sort of adjust the timetable. So I'll be going live tomorrow. You know what I mean? Thank you very much, Tracy. Thank you, Kate. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.